Good morning, everyone. Oh, pardon me. I'm keeping it. I'm going with it. Happy full moon. It's our first lunation after, oh geez, after eclipse season. And you might be feeling exhausted. You might be feeling a little bit like clear confused. Like, I feel like things are really clear, but you might not have the energy to do anything about it just yet, as if like you're not supposed to. I think in the introduction to this energy, the full moon video titled Clarity, I talked about it's like you're deciding at the end of running a marathon that you want to run your first like 36 miler or 31 miler, and you want to just, and you don't just stand up right there and just start running. You say, oh, I've made the decision to do something, and now I'm gonna set the intention, I'm gonna go do it, but like not in this exact second, but I'm gonna go do it. So welcome everyone. This is my multidimensional cafe, if this is your first time here, and my name is Sarah. I'm a channeler and an astrologer, and today I'm going to be channeling messages through the lens of astrology for the full moon that we have coming up in Libra on the 12th, 13th of April. And there's a lot happening in this full moon, a lot happening the day of the full moon. So definitely go check out the video, the full moon in Libra video called Clarity, because I talk about the aspects that are being made. I talk a little bit about the sun conjuncting Chiron. What does that mean? Venus going direct the same day of this eclipse, and Venus is technically the chart ruler for this full moon because Libra is run by Venus. So we speak in lenses around here because I wear these big old glasses, and so we're speaking through many lenses, and I'm going to do my best for each sign to talk about the most important energy that's coming through. I'm going to offer you my disclaimer, introduce the planets, and then we're going to go through sign by sign. Always watch for your rising sign first, and then your sun sign, and then your moon sign to get a little bit of the energy, the vibrations. I'll highlight, if this is very, very new to you, I have a program. It's called the Astrological Starter Kit. We go over chart reading foundations, where you can download your own chart, what each house means, how to work with the moon, what full moons and new moons mean in each house. And then I also have 4 videos talking about like what to do for new moons, what to do for full moons, what to do the weeks in betweens. So it's a lot of information that you can use at any time, at any stage of your life. It never goes away. It's evergreen. So please, definitely, if this is new, the Astrological Starter Kit could be something that could be helpful, a nice tool to add to your toolbox. So my disclaimer is that this is not a personalized reading. None of what I say is doctrine. These are channeled messages. They might be for you. They might not be for you. Either way is okie dokie. Really, like there's no why as to why that is. It just is. And the second part of my disclaimer is that I have about 5 minutes with you. So I try to be very efficient in my processes and offer you the most efficient information, especially around full moons. Sometimes we have to recognize that big shifts need to be made. Sometimes, especially, with the general astrological wheel, starts in Aries, goes all the way to Pisces. This is happening in the house of relationships, the important people in our life. So it could kind of be, it's not the person that reminds you of the person that really hurt you. It's not the pattern, it's you. It's not the person, it's you. You're the common denominator. You're the problem here. So I wanted to also offer that in my disclaimer. And please reach out directly if any of this resonates and you'd like to book your own personalized recorded chart reading. I love doing them. So I'm just listening to my guides. I'll get it all the different things out of the way at the beginning. I also have my full moon healing and channeling membership group, as well as my all access membership group. These, if you're keen to really receive and get a little bit of help and guidance as you're really releasing right now, that's a very passive activity where around full moons we're celebrating, we're not making rational decisions. Although all planets are direct, that clarity, we're resting. I don't want you getting up thinking that you have to do things right now. If your body is telling you to rest, please just rest. I think that's it. Let's get into it. Okay, so I'm going to introduce the planets, and then we're going to do our reading. So this is Chiron, like I mentioned, and the moon right over here. This is the sun, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. I found it, you guys. Sybil loves playing with these. And thank you to my subscriber. There were 2 of them under the refrigerator. So thank you so much for that tip. Here it is. Oh. Neptune, Pluto, Black Moon Lilith, and the North Node and the South Node. I follow the mean node and Lilith, not the true. And so I place these down like this, so you can see what the North Node is going into and what the South Node is releasing. And like I said, always watch for your rising first and then your sun and your moon to get some of the energy and the vibration. But always check exactly where this is falling in your chart. This full moon is falling at 23 degrees of Libra. This is a perfect time to release, to really say, I'm finished with this cycle. You might, something might be highlighted that you weren't privy to before. Full moon bright in the sky. But I also talk about in my workbook, and if you've been with me since October of last year, of 2024, we set some intentions towards this full moon. So I want you to celebrate and complete this cycle. I want you to really celebrate and complete that energetic cycle. Even if you didn't actually manifest the exact thing that you thought you were going to manifest, you're becoming the version of yourself that can accomplish it. So any step is a positive step. There are no, a client of mine said, there are no, oh God, I'm blanking on it today. He's like, there are no mistakes, just expensive lessons. And so it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, let's talk. Aries rising, Aries sun, Aries moon. This might be painful, like emotionally painful for you right now, Aries. You're going through a lot. And I see you and I honor you, and I just wanted to say that it's not even that it's always darkest before the dawn. It's not even that like you don't want to hear it. And I love that. I love that for you. You're like, I don't want to hear the why, Sarah. I don't really care. It's painful and I'm not enjoying this moment in time. There's some deep-rooted pain that's coming up right now. Chiron in the mix. This happening in your house of self. And to my Aries sons, happy birthday. Yeah. I don't want to project this onto you because it's not like you're struggling. It's not like you're struggling, but there's this loneliness of I'm doing the work. You know what, I am going to talk over you because I don't want to skirt around every bit of the energy where I'm like, I don't want to hear it, I don't want to hear it, I don't want to hear it, I don't want to hear it. You're being prepared. And we talked about this in the Neptune video. Like, you're being prepared. And it doesn't always feel good to, sleep for 10 hours and wake up exhausted. You're doing the best that you can with the tools that you have. So I really want to highlight that for you. The energy that you're in kind of reminds me of Leo, the end of last summer, where they got kicked in the teeth egoically. And it doesn't feel like it's something outward happened to you. This honestly feels like you're doing a lot of shadow work and a lot of past Aries self work. And you're looking at oh my God, I was the problem. Oh my God, I was the problem. Oh my God, I did that. Oh my God, I did that. And you're learning how to love every aspect of yourself and every version of yourself in every season, which is incredible. I can't deny, this is the only way out is through, but you're in the depths. I really see you. You're in the depths right now, Aries. And I honor you being in there, healing family stuff, whether it be setting boundaries or doing the work. Maybe you are ending relationships. Maybe you are setting healthy boundaries. And I really see you. Self and others. It's like I really just noticed like this crisscross of like the sun and the moon with the north node and the south node over here. Like all of this happening in your house of soul purpose. It does. Like it just feels like you're really hopping paradigms and every little thing. It's like almost think of every word that you speak, because it is shifting you into a different paradigm. And you've become very cognizant of your words, and you've become very aware of the company you keep, and you've just really, you're doing it, Aries. You're actively doing it. And so I don't anticipate this season being forever. Nothing lasts forever. But I would just say, you know, in my, I put together in the full moon healing and channeling membership groups and all access membership groups, I put together like the solfeggio frequencies and food and colors and like all different things that could be the medicines. And you know, Libra likes things bougie, and Aries definitely does as well. You know, you like good things. I would honestly recommend takeaway for you for this one. I kind of want you like watching a Studio Ghibli all curled up in bed, but with like nice food. I don't want you cooking. I want you ordering out. I really do. I want you ordering like something divine and delicious and just like eating it on the sofa or in bed. Yeah. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. You knew you had to go through this corridor. You knew you had to do it, and you're actively doing it, and the only way out is through. So I'm really proud of you, Aries. I don't want you to worry about anything other than what's on your plate right now. So do it. Keep it up. I love you. Taurus rising, Taurus sun, Taurus moon. I'd recommend the Neptune in Aries video that I put out. We talked about, not isolating. Not isolating. Not isolating. Not in any particular order, but you know what I mean. Now, this is the health axis for you. So when the sun transits your 12th house, just naturally, you might be irritable, you might be a little grumpy, tired. It's like when the sun transits over your ascendant sign, and this is for Taurus rising mostly. When the sun transits over your ascendant sign, it's like you get a happy new year, second new year. And it's a wonderful time to really set goals and intentions. So wherever your rising sign is, I'd say setting a new intention around that time. I usually take some time off and just kind of have a little holiday with myself when the sun transits over my ascendant. It's conjunct Pluto, my natal Pluto, so it's a big time of deep transformation. But right here, this is your house of daily life and health and practical service. What it is that I do every day. You know, Pluto just stepped into your house of legacy and public life and career. So although this is like what they say at the eulogy type energy, these are the tasks that you do every day. There's something deeper going on right now. And, you know, I've been talking to Gemini about the company that you keep a lot. And I think that that's something that is worth your time to look at. With the North Node, Venus, your chart ruler is Venus, and Venus runs. So you're very activated right now. Very, very activated. Really look at the company you keep. And, you know, there was a phrase, it's not his own language, but I saw something that Simon Sinek had posted a while ago, which is, you know, look at who you call. You know, we have all the people that we call when the chips are down and when things are really negative. But who do you call when you're up? Who do you call when you're celebrating? Who do you call when you're winning? I would focus on those people, Taurus, and and who celebrates you? And who celebrates you? And allows you to take up space and allows you to be beautiful and boisterous. Like when you're up, who do you call? When you're down, who do you call? Yes, but I really want you to focus on the positives right now And it really might be time to leave an environment behind if you've outgrown an environment, if you've outgrown your job, if you've outgrown what it is that you do every day, but you're kind of like, but it pays the bills, Sarah. But it pays the bills, but it does that. But, you know, I have a title, I have the business cards, I have this. Maybe this full moon can highlight something that you weren't privy to. If you know, and we've talked about this before in different aspects, Taurus, so I know that this is not a pattern, but it's just something to look at, that, you know, there have been times where I'm like, yeah, you know, you know that you're supposed to leave, and you're like, yeah, but I could, you know, wait until they make the mistake. And, you know, it was about friend groups, or, you know, you're not supposed to be in like a group text, but then like you wait for like them to mess up so you can be like, yep, I'm going. Like, why do you feel like you have to diminish yourself for people that you know you're not supposed to be around? You know, those judgments, you're no better than the person that you think that you're better than. You're no better than anyone. Everyone is a human being and deserving of health and wealth and happiness. And, you know, sometimes it's time to let someone fill your shoes, like do your job, and maybe do it better. You know, maybe it's time for you to be challenged and for you to have an environment and a situation where like you can do better work, you know? If you're here with me, it's about growth. We have a growth mindset. We're trying to be the most authentic versions of ourselves, but at the same time, we want to learn. We want to learn. So I would look at the environment that you're in every day and just ask yourself if you're learning and growing. That could be a really just gentle way to look at this energy. Gemini rising, Gemini sun, Gemini moon. There's a phrase that's popping into my head that is not for everybody, but is for some of you. Let them go. Let them go. Let them go. Let them go. Interesting. Yeah. Could have been a fling. Could be a friendship group. We've been talking about friendship groups a bunch. And, you know, the sun conjunct Chiron in your house of community, friendships, and wishes for the future. And this moon over here in your house of joy, romance, creativity, childlike spirits. This is fascinating. This is really, really fascinating. Yeah, if you're questioning the person that you're with, talk to them about it. A lot of you know. There's someone, it could be friend, could be family member, could be a partner, could be a fling, a situationship, whatever you call it, but it is energetically like pulling your attention away from something else that maybe you're supposed to be doing. Maybe that book, maybe, you know, it's holding up money. It's something's really shifting inside of you. And it feels like you're at a fork in the road. And be very gentle with yourself. If you know what the right decision is for yourself, just be with that decision. Just be with it. There is a lot of like emotions and feelings that are surrounding you right now, which is beautiful. Like I love how deeply you care. And I love how deeply you process and how quickly you think. But it's almost like I'm feeling that this has been like a cul-de-sac, a little bit of maybe a distraction from some of the bigger things that you want to be doing. And you're like, I'm just having fun. I'm just doing this. I'm just doing that. It's no big deal. It's harmless. I really care for this person. Or there's something if it is family, because we've been talking for months now about like how you can't really share your wins with your family, or not your wins, you can't really share the journey with your family, where it's like you're becoming an entrepreneur and you're doing things that the entire family has never done before. You're an artist, a creative. You can't really share the gestation period with your family. But it might feel like, yeah, there is a lonely corridor that you go through that is not always fun, but it's very necessary. You could talk to Aries. They're in that corridor right now. They're in it. They're in it, which I know it's their season, but I don't know what has shifted with Aries, but something's really going on, and they're in that corridor. And, you know, it's this in the same way that, you know, I saw a clip. It was a Chris Williamson clip where he was talking about, like, why Gen Z isn't really drinking. And they're finding other ways to really, you know, have fun, whether it be, you know, plant medicine, whatever it may be. And it was interesting because it's like, yeah, because they have infinite technology and they grew up with infinite technology, and they're looking at how bad it is for you, and they're finding other ways to really enjoy themselves or take some pressure off, or, you know, it's not so much about checking out. It's about like, okay, well, I know that if I'm utilizing plant medicine, I'm going to get a good night's sleep. I'm going to eat a full, delicious meal. I'm going to, you know, have healing happen to me in my sleep. Like, there's no negative. And they're looking at it with awareness and cognition. So I don't know why we went there, Gemini, but it's kind of like if you're doing things around people just to be around people, or if there's a person in your life, if this is like a possible partner, there's something going on. It's not for everybody, but there's somebody that values don't align that I just want you to look at. I mean, your descendant sign is Sag, so I get it. You like a good time in a partner, but you can also have a good time with a partner that really matches you and wants to better themselves in the same way that you're trying to better yourself. Awesome stuff. Cancer. Cancer rising, Cancer sun, Cancer moon. This might feel very public, or maybe it is very public. Something to that. Yeah, if you've got Gemini placements, definitely go watch that. Surrounding yourself with winners. Surround yourself with winners. I want you to really look back during the entirety of Mars in your sign. The entire transit of Mars being in your sign. I want you to look back and ask yourself, like, who supports me? Who's in my corner? Who wants the best for me? Who judges me? Who's not working on, like, I want you to be so, take the time to be so, like, I want, like, judgmental, critical. Like, really ask yourself about that. This might feel guttural. Your dreams might be popping. You're breaking, you know, some generational patterns. I don't want to say curses. I'm just saying you're breaking patterns. You're shifting inside of yourself. It feels very public up here. You're like really deeply transforming. There might be some messed up things going on with family right now, or you're just dealing with and tending to some. This is the house of the mother, capital M, house of the father, capital F over here. So there might be some issues with mother, father. You're healing things with siblings over here. You're doing a lot. You might be exhausted. And I love that. I love that. Really vet. Really vet. Ask for help. You're birthing a universe, Toots. Like, you're doing a great job. A really great job. You got a big stage to stand on. You got something really nice to stand on. And it might not look like what you thought it was going to look like in a really good, safe, wondrous way. I don't remember what video it was, but it was last week, where we can't look at the future through the lens and the blueprint of the past. Like, it's like what I'm seeing is like you're saying the word success. And it's, you know, it's still very classic. It's like very like 90s, and, you know, I'm in a suit and I'm walking into the city and I'm getting a loan from a bank, and this is like, instead of just having like an investor or someone like that really loves you just DM you and be like, hey, I've been watching your career with great interest for a very long time and I'd like to invest in you. Like, you're not letting it be easy because it's still looking at the future in the lens of the past. So I'd say for the next few weeks, integrating some new mantras could be a really helpful way. They're expansive, you know, ninth house stuff, very expansive. Like, I allow prosperity to come to me easily. I allow abundance to flow to me like a waterfall, not like a river, but like a waterfall. I allow aligned clients and investors to find me. Whatever, I allow to flow to me effortlessly, to find me effortlessly. I'm always in the right place at the right time. I meet just the right people that I'm meant to meet. I'm surrounded by people that support me and that want me to succeed. Like, you know what I mean? Like, big, broad brushstroke mantras to really expand your mind right now. That could be really helpful, Cancer. And surround yourself, for the love of sweet God, with winners. Yeah, your energy is so potent and powerful and infectious, and your star is rising. I just really want you to, and even just sending like a note of love and gratitude to the people that are like, wow, you know, I just want you to know I love you. You always support me. And, you know, not going to the self-deprecating of like, I know I'm not easy to blah, blah, blah. But you can say like, I know I have very big goals and you've always supported them. So I really appreciate you always being in my corner. Like, just sending some gratitude, that makes someone's day better. It really does. Great stuff. Leo rising, Leo sun, Leo moon. What's going on? What's going on? It's a lot. It's a lot. This is a beautiful flow. I'm just excited about where you're at right now. I just love you. It's like the energy I was, wanted to say, or my thought process went to, this is feeling very public, like obviously with the sun transiting at the top of your chart, and you're just like, I don't care. Let it be. You're really learning how to healthily communicate, whether it be mirror work, right, on the inside, with healthy friends. You're doing a lot of inner work, and I'm very excited about it. You can definitely feel Mars picking up speed going into your sign. It's at 27 degrees for this full moon, and like we talked about in the introduction, we have that trine over here to Mercury in Pisces. That's at 28 degrees. Mercury is direct, so there's a lot of healthy communication. I'm just like seeing like all the wires of your brain just like come online, and you're really stepping it up in a healthy way that doesn't feel like watch me. It feels like I'm allowing myself to grow up. Full chill. You're really allowing yourself to grow up. This is the house of early learning and communication and short trips, home and about town, where it's where we learned the boundaries of our communication and how do we, did we have parents that were overgiving? Did we have parents that really shut us down? Did we have siblings that made us feel big or small, or like the leader or the follower or the silent one, your sibling order, all those different things. So it feels very safe because I'm really seeing you like you're breathing and calming your nervous system, but also really aware of each breath and each word and each thought. Like you're really, the awareness, I'm just seeing you really slow down right now. And I love that. I really love that. You're finding safety within yourself. Yeah, you're finding safety within yourself. You could be helpful to someone else right now. Like you could be helpful to Gemini right now. You're in a good spot. You're in a really good spot. And it's not like I want you to sacrifice yourself, but as you're the lion, I would love for you to, none of us really know what we're doing. Like no one has the blueprint of like, this is how you human, and from start to finish, this is how it's going to go. During our life, we go through seasons of ebbs and flows of I need to receive and I need to give, and I need to receive and I need to give. And a lot of the times, you know, I myself struggle with this. I struggle with the receive sometimes. And so right now you're in a really advantageous place of giving. And this could be, you know, tipping the barista. This could be just calling up a friend and seeing how they're doing. I would really love to offer that to you right now, just to send a message of, hey, I'm here if you need me. I know it hasn't been, you know, the easiest path, but like I can just listen if you want. I would love for you to do some giving right now, Leo, and it helps nurture that cycle of receiving. You know, when we're up and we give. When we're down, we receive and we ask for help. And so we don't, from a fire sign to a fire sign, I'm an Aries sun, so like I can say this to you, but like sometimes we're not the best at asking for help. Sometimes we're not the best at, you know, this is communication. So when we do have the words, let's use them so that when we don't have the words, we can remember what it feels like when we did have the words, and really harness the energy that we're in right now. Good things. That's really good. I like that, Leo. I like that for you. Good job. Great stuff. Virgo, rising sun, moon, Virgo. I feel you. You're getting used to the pace of things. You're getting used to the world being a little bit cuckoo pants. This is interesting. This is very interesting. Yes, money is very spiritual. Money is a very spiritual thing, and being successful is a very spiritual thing to do. This is a lot. This is a lot. This is the money axis. This is very interesting. So I'm you know, seeing a little bit, the image that I'm getting is like I'm seeing your Rocky montage. You've been doing all of this deep inner work, and you've been journaling, and you've been doing stuff. Like I've been so impressed with how you're handling and navigating, not handling, but navigating the South Node in your sign. You're taking it in stride, and you're doing a beautiful job. And now you're seeing that, you know, because like you're here at my table, so you understand that like having a growth mindset and an entrepreneurial spirit and being a very spiritual person are kind of like one and the same. You see how similar the language is. It's almost like I'm seeing you like at the office, and you had like a money talk conversation, and all of a sudden you recognize that a lot of the people, not a lot, but maybe one person or someone within the circle that you had decided was a little bit more than acquaintance, has like a real lack mentality. Like somebody said something. This is very interesting. And I mean, it could be Pluto, it could be Lilith, it could be Mars, it could be this full moon, it could be like, it could be any of these things, literally any of these things. But it's like somebody said something that you were so like shock-a-doodled. You were like, wait, that's how you think about money? It could be family. Oh, full body chill. Where you're like, you taught me that? That's what you think about money? Are you kidding me right now? There's something that's really, yeah, this is very deeply connected to possibly the family. There's something up, but it's like you were in this really great space of like on the healing journey. It's like you were talking about trauma release, and you were talking about this and being the best version of yourself, and then you were talking about money because money is something to talk about because it's an energy, just like food and water and beverage and me and you and every star, and everything's energy. And then all of a sudden you were like shut down, or like it just something happened, and you're just like, whoa, that is not like really amazing people, like very spiritual and very enlightened and very empowered people, very empathetic people having a lot of money is actually a beautiful thing. And everyone having not just their basic needs met, but their wants, needs, and desires met, kind of really like the world would be a better place. You know, we wouldn't really care so much about what everybody else is doing. We'd care a little bit more about how we can do things within our own life, but like enjoy the journey and enjoy the path. There's definitely some, and if this resonates with you, please reach out. We can talk about it, but it's like you're recognizing some charity wounds within your family, where you recognize, like maybe that, you know, like giving, like the people in your family line don't want to give, or there's a little bit of like negativity surrounding charity. And yeah, there's something in there. Virgo, if any of that resonates, please reach out. We can chit chat and see if I can be helpful. But yeah. Money is an energy, just like everything is not good or bad. It's neutral. It is a neutral energy. Great stuff. Libra rising, Libra sun, Libra moon. Okay. 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 I love you. I love you so much. I love you so much. We gotta talk. You're not the problem. You're not the problem. There's an environment. There's a situation. There's something that's going on. Possibly work. Where there's not a single thing that you are going to be able to say, do, or shift about yourself. You're not the problem. You've just outgrown that environment. We talked about it for a very, very, very long time. A very long time. And sometimes the universe will continuously kick you in the teeth until you learn the lesson that you are not supposed to thrive in certain environments. God will not let you thrive in the environment that you're not supposed to be in. And that's... I just heard like that was way harsh, Ty. If whenever you can get out of whatever environment that you're in that's not suiting you, that's not for you, this isn't for everyone. So please use your discernment. Please, for the love of God, use your discernment. This isn't for everyone. And never, like, I never recommend for you to be homeless and penniless. Like, give yourself the environment for you to be able to thrive. Ask for help. Right now, ask for help. Lean on family, lean on close friends, lean on someone who's maybe not in the work environment that you're in. Yeah, a lot of you have had very big goals. You want to do something that's like beautiful in this world. Your chart ruler's running this full moon, my friend. Yeah, Venus is going direct. This is like in your sign. This is you. This is about you. This is about you. Like we said at the beginning, sometimes it's us. Sometimes we are the problem. And oh my God, what video was it? It was recent, where it doesn't matter how you can talk about the job, you can talk about how they need to better their policies and procedures, you could probably run circles around the entire place. But if you are still at the position that you're at and you have not been promoted to the leadership position that can make those changes, A, they won't hire you. They don't want you there in that position because you would be in the position that you're supposed to be in. And B, really look at the way you view yourself. You're worthy of a healthy environment. You're worthy of healthy relationships. When you have a healthy boss that believes in you, a healthy mentor, you can do anything in this world. Anything in this world. When I was a manager and when I was a leader, I would celebrate when people put in their notice, because it wasn't about I was the center cog. It wasn't about them. People come and then they leave, and people come and they learn and then they leave. And that's how you keep relationships, but you can't expect people to stay around you. This is in management. But if someone who's like the best, I don't want to continue because I love you and I'm really proud of you. You just have so much worth. You have so much, but it's like, and I've been saying this to Cancer for a while, I can scream at you from across time and space how beautiful you are, how worthy you are, how abundant you are, how fantastic and charismatic you are, Libra. I can scream at you from across time and space, but unless you are starting to say it to yourself in the mirror, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. And I'll leave you with this. sometimes, when we've gone through incredibly traumatic experiences in our past, incredibly traumatic experiences, we can get stuck in the process. I literally have a whole video on where we can get stuck in our awakening. It's in the toolbox, I believe. And so when we get stuck in the process, and I have a whole video, go play outside, getting stuck in the process, we can think that we need to read another book or, do another meditation or get to know another aspect of our chart, get to know the why I am the way that I am. You are enough, Libra. You are more than enough. That's literally what I said in my workbook. With some heavy-hitting aspects, Sun conjunct Chiron and Saturn conjunct the North Node in the month of April. I want us to really focus on the phrase, I am enough. Find your I did enough today. I can relax and enjoy myself and trust the God of my understanding can continue with the flow of energy I'm creating. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. Lao Tzu. I think that's how you pronounce it. But just be kind to yourself. Be kind. I see you. Scorpio. Scorpio rising, Scorpio sun, Scorpio moon. What's up? What's up? Not for everyone, but you might be having some belly and digestion stuff coming up right now. There's a little bit of irritability happening right now. There's a little bit of odd isolation going on. I'm trying to figure out why. I'm seeing a little bit of you in the future through the lens of the past with the sun coming to your descendant sign. Where it's almost like you're forgoing this full moon completely. And you're like, yeah, it's a full moon in my 12th house. I already researched it, Sarah. I know it's going to be more passive and ending karmic contracts and soul purposes. And you're looking towards that new moon in your 7th house, in your house of relationships and the important people in your life. And you're looking back at every other, new moon in that house. You're looking back at Uranus conjunct Jupiter in your 7th house, all these times you were like, someone was going to come in, somebody was going to do this, and they didn't. There's this level of acceptance and surrender to I might die alone. And although acceptance is a wonderful place to be, it goes through all the stages of grief, how are you allowing the God of your understanding in? I do want you resting. These are just offerings, but I do want you resting for this full moon. It's on a Saturday or a Sunday, depending on where you are on the planet. So please, if you have Aries placements, I'm just hugging you. I'm just hugging you right now. You're just doing a beautiful job in the depths, but really reminding yourself to get a safe hug from some people, to get some hugs, to get some love, to get some, this is very deep internal, this is the daily life. You're living the life of your dreams, which is really interesting. You're really recognizing that you're living the life that your past self really manifested, and you love it and you're in it, and there's this, you thought it'd be different type energy. Or I'm, creating my world, and I'm creating my business, and I'm, creating whatever it is. And it's there's some boredom, which is beautiful. I love it. I really love it for you, because you're looking at it doesn't have to, especially, okay, so when you come from traumatic pasts and when you come from environments that used to be very, very intense and traumatic, boredom can be very triggering. it can be very, it's just kind of like, when is it going to happen? What's going to happen? What's going to go on? Is this safe? Am I allowed to do it? And I'm really focused on writing and speaking about rest this week and why we fear it so much. And so I'll have more resources for you, and I think it's going to be a blog as well as an integration into a video, but really allowing yourself the capacity to rest and to, it's like the energy that I'm seeing is that it's almost like resenting the courting phase or the dating phase, because you just want someone that you can like lay down in bed with and just relax with, and it's like this odd thing that's going on. Like, things are good, bad, and ugly, Scorpio, all at the same time, and the depths of your emotions, it's really beautiful. Like, I really honor you and where you're at. So yeah, just feel it as it comes up. Like, feel it and give it a label. I'd say whenever something comes up, just really stop. Like, I'll do that, and I'll sit and I'll be resting, and then I'll feel like my body start to tense up a little bit. And, maybe it happens at, sometimes it happens around like between 12 and 3 on Thursdays. I'm really processing that because, that was the day before my work week used to start in the restaurant industry. And now sometimes it happens on Friday or Saturday nights where I'm like, oh, you're alone, girl. You're alone. And there's a little bit of loneliness that comes in. There's different feelings that come up. So I just say, what's coming up? Who's talking? Is this my inner child? Is this my inner teenager? Is this my human body? What's coming up? And what's the feeling that I'm feeling? Remember, we don't identify as the feeling, we label it, so it's outside of us, right? I'm feeling loneliness right now. I'm experiencing loneliness. Okay, right? I'm gonna feel it. I'm gonna feel it full hog. I'm gonna feel it completely, and then the only way out is through. I'm proud of you. It's not easy what you're going through, but it's definitely like a very radical version of efficient acceptance of your current situation. Like, you've completed many cycles, Scorpio. I see that for you. I also see that you're very radically present. So I'd say, like, you are looking forward on the calendar towards the new moon in Taurus, but I'd love for you to look forward into the future a little bit and just know that there is a version of yourself that is surrounded by people that does have more. There is more past success. Like, there's more coming for you. So believe it if you want. I love you. Sagittarius rising, Sagittarius sun, Sagittarius moon. It's not just you, but there's an environment that you're just being asked over and over to leave. Like, over and over and over to leave, and it's very scary. It might feel scary. It might be a friend group. It might be a work environment. It's just something that you do every day. Some people that you surround yourself with every day. It's just something. This, family. It could be family. But the full moon is releasing in your house of community, friendships, and wishes for the future. A lot of you do want to move. And I don't know if I've given this to you before, but the only thing that I'd ask you to do is really making a list. I think I've given it to Cancer before and Gemini. So if you have any of those placements, that could be something helpful. But write a list of all the people that in your future, when you're living the life of your dreams, when you've moved, when you've left, the crappy job, when you've done all the things, like, write a list of all the people in your life that are staying, that will be there. And then look at the current list of people that are in your life now and pull back on talking to a bunch of them. If they're not on list A, but they're in your life in list B, pull back on conversations with them. Go a little bit more topical. Go a little more aloof. Like, hey, how are you? And always just turn it back. Just turn it back. Like, hey, Sag, what's going on? Great, how are you? And just listen. And just listen. And that's it. You don't have to process. You don't have to do anything. Say, hey, yeah, I'm good, thanks. And pull back a little bit. In no way am I saying that there's, narcissism in there. I'm just saying, like, gray rock them. Just gray rock them. Just be boring. Yeah, I know. Don't talk about all the cool things that you do. Pull back and focus on list A and talk to those people and pour into those cups and just text them and say, hey, I really love you and I care about you and I'm grateful that you're in my life. I wish we could see each other a little bit more often. Maybe let's plan on, getting together once a month now. It's that great, Alex Hormozy had said it once. I'm sure he's not the first person to say it, but like, great friends are busy friends. I want you busy. I want you shooting your shot. I want you out in the world, but just really honoring the people in your life and saying, hey, I love you. I support you. And I'm grateful for you. You've always been there for me. Say something nice, but then just say, hey, let's plan for next month and let's go for a walk. Yeah. Walking friends are so cool. If you don't have a walking friend, that could be a nice, fun new assignment for you, Sagittarius. Go get yourself a new walking friend. Yeah, you just meet up once a month and you go for a walk and you talk. That's it. Yeah, it's like that. There's only so many seats at the human table. Like, this is a multidimensional cafe, so we can have as many people at a multidimensional table as possible. But at a human table, there's only so many seats at the table. So you kind of have to remove people from the table to clean the seat and sage the crap out of it, and then allow somebody new to come in. But yeah, some practical things that you can do right now, Sag. Make a list of the people you want in your life and let everybody else go. Capricorn rising, Capricorn sun, Capricorn moon. I'm so jazzed when this happens for you. Oh, this is intense. Whew, this is very intense. Okie dokie. This is beautifully intense and I love it for you. I just love it. So, this is the house of the mother, capital M, and the house of the father, capital F. The 10th house is normally a Capricorn run house, so you might be a little bit extra activated during this full moon. Full moon in the 10th house, it doesn't mean like public disgrace or something negative happening. It means like I'm really writing and focusing on rest this week, and clarity is birthing itself, but I'm fascinated by rest in and of itself. That's something that we talked about in the introduction video, is that why I don't want you to wait for a burnout to rest. I want you to allow yourself to rest. The more you rest, the more clarity comes. How do you allow God to talk to you? How do you allow... This is also, okay, so there's a beautiful image that I'm getting, is that your image that you have for yourself it's beautiful and big, and there's almost this like... It's like you don't know... I love you, this is beautiful. Like, you don't know how to create the thing that you see in your mind's eye, and it's intimidating, and it's scary, and you're just like, I don't know how to do any of this, and I'm so tired, and I set my intentions, and then I get exhausted, and I don't know what's going on because I'm supposed to go out there and do things. No. Exhaustion is a really beautiful sign. It means that God got your order, and is doing some things on the back end for you. So while you do your daily tasks, you hang out at home, clean the house. If you want to do something, just violently clean. I love a good violent clean. I love a good blackout clean. Yeah. Some of my favorite things to do during moments like this, Capricorn, is to just violently clean the house, go for a walk in the woods, come back, and be like, oh my God, whose house is this? Who did this? I don't know, because I'm feeling refreshed and delightful. This is like, yeah, I kind of want you allowing yourself to stay in and order some nice takeaway. Yep. I want you to double down on the rest. Allow it, feel it. There's a lot happening, mother, father stuff going on. There's some deep things going on over here. So allowing that to flow through you, allowing when we get the clear message, we, myself included, are like, yes, I know what to do. Anytime I've created a program, anytime I've done anything, it is like when I get the clear yes, oh, buddy, like, this is where I'll be for the next month. I'm so excited. I have things to do, task lists, daily, weekly, monthly. I'm so excited. But then when clarity's not there, I am a little bit frustrated. And I'm a little bit like, WTF, God of my understanding. Do you not trust me with this? What's going on? What's happening here? And my mother, bless her heart and soul, the other day I was talking to her, and she just used the word, well, doesn't the confusion just add some fun mystery to it? It was so cute. Like, the fact that she used the word mystery, I was like, yeah. She's like, yeah, just isn't like life just becoming a little bit more mysterious and more fun and more just like, it's a good time, right? It's like, yeah, thank you. Let it be mysterious and give yourself the time to rest now. Because maybe your future self is busy. Maybe they got a lot to do. Maybe they got 2 cell phones and a home and an office and all these different things and all these different responsibilities. And they would love another day just to rest. So if you won't do it for me, do it for them. Love you. Aquarius. Aquarius sun, Aquarius rising especially, Aquarius moon. For a moment, I wanted to be like, what is an Aquarius moon like? I'm like, my kitten has an Aquarius moon. And yeah, I know what an Aquarius moon is like. You're going here. You're going here. I'm very excited for when that happens. Oh, I do want you thinking bigger. When we have classic full moons in the 9th house, quest, adventure, long distance travel, and higher education and spirituality, legalities as well. If there's legal issues that are coming up for you, trusting the legal system and trusting and knowing that things are working out in your favor and having mentalities like that. This is also, when it comes to spirituality, allowing the success cube that you reside in, to use Lazarus language, to really expand, and saying, I allow things to be bigger. I allow things to be brighter. I allow myself to succeed. I allow things to happen in a bit more of a, Chiron's in the mix here, in a little bit more of a, might feel challenging. Yeah, the mental plane right now might feel a little bit challenging. And really nailing that down, I would do some breath work, some meditation, some guided meditations. I very rarely recommend this, but just have some podcasts on in the background. It's almost like when your brain is left unattended, you're like, what if, what's going on, what's happening, what am I supposed to be doing? But when you have just some soothing, tones on, and definitely look into some hypnosis tapes while you sleep to reprogram and rewire, so reprior your unconscious and subconscious minds. Some shungite. I'm playing with my shungite in my pocket, so some shungite could be helpful as well. Let's keep a little hot in my pocket. And yeah, I'd say doing some work on your mental, how you're talking to yourself. Yeah, I would just look at it and allowing the boundaries of the way that you communicate with yourself, which is the first relationship. And when you hear things in your mind, when it comes to, anxiety, experiencing intrusive thoughts, depression, it's so intense because it's, your mind is lying to you in your own voice. And many seasons of my life, I have many videos on mental health. Mental health is no joke right now. I had a personal share at the end of 2023, 2024. I don't remember when, but definitely if you put into the YouTube search, mental health Astrological, a few videos will come up. They might be in the toolbox as well. You have to give it a name and you have to give it a face and you have to know that it's outside of you, but it's lying to you in your own voice. So give a different, some positive affirmations, just playing. And it really shifts things. I myself have been for a few weeks now doing some hypnosis tapes at night, and it's shifted so much. So much. I'd be having, intense dreams like I usually do. It's like I slept for like 12 straight hours last night, and I had like 3 complete different astral traveling dreams of clearing karma from past experiences and past versions of myself. But when I first started to do the hypnosis tapes, in my dream, when like the perceived adversary would say something, all that would come out of their mouth was the literal mantras of the tape. I am new. I am successful. I am powerful. And that's it. There was no negative chit chatter in there. It was rewiring it in real time. I was able to experience it. So definitely there are certain things that we don't have to do hands-on, but our brain is a muscle. In the same way, if you wanted a thick booty, you'd go to the gym and you'd exercise that muscle, giving the brain muscle. So one of my candles is like actively going out and she is off of her rocker right now. So yeah. Is it too much? No, it's okay. Okay. Beautiful. I love you. Good stuff. Mental stuff. Air to air. That's why. Okay. Pisces rising, Pisces sun, Pisces moon. One of my candles is at the very end, so I apologize. It's a little bit like a strobe light, so just listen if that is off-putting. It's at the end of it. Actually, I can put it out. I don't want it to be off-putting for you. I still got one. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Some relationships could very well be ending right now. That's okay. I want you to know how okay that is. Yeah. Like enough has finally become enough. Yeah. For some of you, I just saw that where you're like, I'm in my 20s or 30s and I just want to live a good life. I don't want to feel like I'm stuck. This is beautiful. Yeah. This is, full moons are release and celebrations. This is deep transformations, shared possessions, deaths, contracts, wills, rebirth, the Phoenix run house. The Lions and Tigers and Bears portion of the chat right over here. And I love that it's run by Libra for you. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous, Pisces. It's the money access. Yeah. There might be some wills. There might be some family stuff going on. Yeah, there might be some family stuff going on, some contracts with family. Or, if it's not a personal relationship, it's not like your partner that you're separating from, or maybe this could also be the equal and opposite for Libra. This could be you're, signing prenuptial agreements and you're, coming together. So it doesn't always have to be the negative side of things, but it's like reworking contracts right now, Pisces. And also this could be work where you're deciding to leave an environment that's not for you anymore. There's a big level up that's been going on for you. internally, and now's the time that you're kind of being asked to really step up and use your voice, use your strong and powerful voice. You know, the next new moon coming up is in Taurus, in your house of communication. So this is the perfect time to really decide, who do I want in my life? You know, this is like play, joy, daily life, then the relationships, and then the people that I choose to sign contracts with, the people that are like, we're on paper together. This is good. This is good, Pisces. There's clarity for you, which I really, there's a lot, like, I was like, oh yeah, the title of the full moon was clarity, but it does feel as though it's like there's no more tears left to cry type energy, where you're like, I know what I need to do. That's Neptune and Aries for you. I love it. Keep it up. I have a whole video, a whole all signs on Neptune and Aries. Actually, I have 2 videos, a part 1 of like an intro to that, and then I have an all signs reading for Neptune and Aries just for 2025. It'll fully go into Aries in 2026, but for this portion of the transit. So tons of information for you. Happy full moon. Love you.